What's the deal, gang? What's the deal? We're back. Damn, this shit ran for another 100 after we were done. Huh? This morning. Huh? Huh? Damn. Anybody just stay in there for the entire 150 or whatever it was? All-time highs? No, it's not all-time highs, but it's the second time we're passing through this area. Right? Someone stayed in. I know it. Funny thing is, like, it's not funny. It sucks for the guy that said, what should I do right here? Because I'm in cells since 1957, something like that. And he was like, is it a good idea to sell? And I was like, you know what? Like, if you're going to sell anywhere, like, it's going to be here, because if it doesn't push up past this high, it's going to come down. This shit just... no, I didn't call out a position. I'm just saying, like, risk-wise, it was only, what, like 15 pips? 20 pips to risk. But the guy was in, like, 100% drawdown. I mean, 100 pip drawdown. That's wild. It's tough. I mean, like, I remember those days. Not financial. I didn't advise anything. I took a buy. Just, like, it's tough. It's tough, and I'm glad he went through it. I think the sooner you go through this type of shit, the better off you are in, you know, in the future of your trading, because there's definitely a lesson in that, and he ain't gonna do that shit again. Or he ain't gonna be in episode 2 of this show. One of the two. What up, bro? Hey, Ron. Good old days after that starts clicking. How's the flight? Where's Bougie flying to? Yo, where are you going, bro? Or where did you fly to? You're home. I see you home. Bougie's like, yeah, I had that private jet take me to a fucking Publix. Remember those days of being in drawdown, not knowing what to do? Someone in chat's like, yo, man, shut the fuck up. Chat, for all I know, it could be the apocalypse outside right now. And these shits just like drown out all the noise. I'm about to go to sleep. It's all they need. If they could come out with a wiggle thing. Yeah. You helped me make 1% today. Thank you. W. Alright, let's get into a little breakdown. Daily close bullish, and we're continuing on up. Moving on up to the east side. We've only been here once before, chat. The only time we've ever been in this area was in the beginning of this month. This was the 4-hour rejection here. But we have way more room to come up. This is all-time highs right here at 2150 areas. And we have very little info to go on, because the only time we've ever been in this area previously is right here. The only time we've ever been in this range is right here. And now that we're creating a range, the only time we've ever been in this range, we fucking drove through it. So we don't really have much to go on here. But if we just jump down a few time frames, we'll have a little bit of better data. And I believe the 30 and the 15 will tell us something here. Okay, let's keep this at the hourly highs. We at least need to get there. I think we'll come up higher than that, but at least there. And then I think we need to even this out with the 15s to kind of match the range here. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. So, a few ways we can play this. We're either going to continue up here if we don't finish out the range and we're able to get a steep bottom wick for the 15 or the 30 off the 15 closure here as we're coming up, right? The hourly has a bottom wick. The 30, everything's got a bottom wick, right? We just broke the previous 30 high. What I would like to see is a closure first off above here on the 30 at 830. Even 815 is fine, right? And I would like to see a bottom wick come back and tap this area. And if that happens, this is ideal. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can get close to this situation, but like ideal, right? We have to get really close to tapping that area, right? And if this candle just closes like this, right? Then the next candle, I will look to tap this area that we just spoke about right here across the board. And once we flip bullish, I'll take the buys up. All right, very small range here. I think roughly 15 pips to the top. But I figure if we're going to head up, we're going to fill these wicks here. 30, 15 is advantage point. 30 is probably close full area. And if we start breaking down here and coming down, if this candle flips, right? Oh, whoops, wrong color. If we're able to flip here and come down, this is what the candles will look like. If this is the case, you're looking to establish another resistance. I don't think we'll drive immediately. We'll probably need to establish a resistance. It might look like it's driving on the higher time frame, right? You might get this on the 30 or the hourly, but on the 15 or the 5, This top wick might show up in the shape of a few bullish 5-minute candles that will ideally, right, stay below here. They can do this, right? They can wick up wherever you want, right? Close doji, whatever. But eventually, on the higher time frame, it'll look like this red candle. As long as the 5-minute and the 15 maintain 2079.6 as resistance and respect it. Right? As long as these bullish candles close below it, I will look for a top wick and a drive down. It can happen in many ways. It can print off the 5, 15, 30 hourly. We'll see how it happens. So there's a few ways to play the range here. Right? But we're able to adjust. We have a very detailed and a very wide range of those detailed plays, right, in our playbook. Oh shit, there's a whole line of people in the Zoom at the door. My bad, y'all. Come in. Fell asleep during New York session last night. Looks like I've missed some bangers. Yes, you did. I consider your Asian plugs as more of a wisdom session, to be fair. You mean Asian session? Yes. First time here. Excited to learn some stuff too. 20, 30 trades in a day is what we would call overtrading. You play some trades this session? No, this is from this morning. Both of those are from the New York session. And they are no mas. You happy? Yeah? Then clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, drop a like. If you're happy and you know it, drop a like. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it's up to the channel, bitch. That'll get them in there. Just trying to keep it inspiring, you know what I'm saying? Here to inspire the next generation. All right, 15 closed like we wanted it to. Can we get a steepo? Can we get a steepo? We need a steep Bono. Steep Bono. Do you have a max number of trades? No. No, they don't. Wish they did. No one said nothing, yo. The lights are on, chat. Don't fucking ask me how. They just turned on. I had them unplugged, right? And I plugged them in today, and they fucking turned on. They were unplugged for like a week. Thanks, Tom. Thanks. Appreciate you. Thanks for letting me know. Oh, don't get too happy, chat, because these shits they'll be off before the stream's up. Right? Like when those go off, we'll call it. Isn't bad to trade Tokyo, to trade gold during Tokyo time. All you got to do, Ace, is take away the question mark, and you have an answer. to your question. Nothing's bad. Who told you anything is bad? Who's determined that? Is there like a bad meter? Bad good meter? I'm unaware of? Why are things bad? What do you define as bad? You think it's gonna fall? I mean, I don't know what it's gonna do. I'm just gonna react to what it's doing. I'm not sure what it's gonna do. Right now, I'm waiting for it to set up. And what I wanted initially here was a bottom wick to come down here, but now that we made a top wick, I'm kind of forced for this 30 to play out. If I don't like it, it's bad. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly right, Jacob. Like, who taught you that? I was told for the first 15.5 years of my life that cursing is bad. That bullshit did not. Is there any chance that you will start to do London session?
It's definitely a no for me, dog.
Definitely a no. I gotta sleep. It's ripping me. Oh, I haven't heard those guys in like 2 weeks. How are the Brits? Yeah, you got Yanez for London. The gang will be back first week of January or second week of January. So you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Start streaming pre-Asian. There's somebody doing pre-Asian. Elvis. Wicks and Donnelly. Why do pre-Asian? Just do a stream. I mean, do like a trading stream. Do like a session. Plus, I gotta show you stream support. True. 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 Better be here. It's ripping, mate. Ten PPs on the dot. Tea or coffee? Here's the thing. I can drink tea every single day of my life. I cannot drink coffee every single day of my life. There are days where I'm just like, bleh, coffee? Really? Coffee? No. Like tea? No coffee. But like, you ever have like times where like you can't eat eggs? Like you eat eggs so often that like I swear I eat eggs so often that they like bland. It's like cardboard now. Like it's like eggs. It's like eating paper. Like I overate them like too much. So now I'm trying to find things to supplement the protein in the eggs. And I be eating dinner for breakfast lately. And I be having like eggs for dinner. Like it's been backwards. But like you ever get that with eggs? So like that's where I'm at with coffee right now. It's like bland. As a fellow tea drinker, have you ever had Yorkshire tea bags? I'm just gonna stick to Lipton. You need a good espresso? No, I need a cafecito. I need a café con leche and a colada. And that shit will keep me up for the next 18 days. 3 eggs a day and it tastes like absolute dog water. I had 5 eggs a day for 2.5 years straight and it's just like bleh. Put ketchup on them. That's what I started doing. You know what I started doing? I started drying them out, like getting them really dry and then putting ketchup on them because I can't just like eventually I got over mushy eggs. Hard boiled I could do once in a while. Should be eating steak and I do. I just like I don't know, my appetite's like reversed now. Like this is nuts. The previous 4 hour closing this bear shit. There's a lot of range to come up. We have no confirmation that we're going to continue driving yet. Yo, Zoom gang, you guys appreciate it. It's the same 15, I swear, that show up day in and day out. Night in, night out. Ziggy, I see you. It's the same 15. I love it. Like, this guy's dedicated. How do we join the Zoom? You gotta sub to the channel. I mean, not sub to the channel. You gotta join Wix's table or the clubhouse on my YouTube, on my channel. I don't know. I think you gotta be off on the desktop, but some people said they're able to do it off, that they did it off the mobile. But if I were you, I'd join Wix's table because you get access to the Sunday session. Private session. Screw the Zoom. How do I get a solo FaceTime? There were like 2 sessions, or sometimes it happens where there's like, no, well, lately it hasn't been happening for the last few months, but before we used to get like 5 or 6 people on the Zoom would show up for the private session, and like nobody talks. It's just me, right? And there's no chat in YouTube because it's only 5 or 6 people that have access to it, and everyone was there. That was there. It was quiet. And, like you literally had a chance to just open your camera because the Sunday sessions are unfiltered, right? So I don't close the camera and I don't close the mics. So you guys open up the mics, just don't say nothing ratchet, and then it's a free-for-all. But if you open up your cam, then we can have a FaceTime one-on-one with just, well, or 3-on-1, 4-on-1. Right now there's 3 people with cams on here that I see. Oh, 4. Eddie's in here. My bad. I didn't even see Eddie. I had to extend that shit. What up, y'all? Everybody say hi to the Zoom gang. The Zoom cam gang. I got 5 on it, Eddie. Ziggy's inside fucking Fort Knox over here. Bougie, you look like you got a halo on top of you. You had a bright idea, dog. I know it. What are you thinking of? You had a really bright idea. What you thinking of right now? I know it. It's strange not to see Bougie on Zoom with like, or see Bougie on Zoom with no bowl. Like, I'm surprised he's not eating. He's always eating. Mercury retro. Oh, Mercury's in retrograde? Yeah. Gold's always bullish when Mercury's in retrograde. Ate before stream. Lucky you. Well, me too. I ate before stream too, but I had like ground beef and some elbow macaroni. Colorful too. No way. Timo got 75% off rebates. Buy gold when Mercury's in retrograde. Beautiful. W. 5 eggs, spinach, and some mutts. You're Italian, aren't you? Definitely Italian. Quarter Italian. Yo, where the fuck are you going, Gold? Take it easy. It's... These levels are not as simple to trade as I'd want them to be. Because there's not much historical price data. We got the 30 close here, chat. Let's figure out what we can go off of. It's interesting too. We just closed with no top wick here on the 30, so we're definitely not going to be here in a position at least for the next 5 or 15 minutes. Let's see if the 5 or the 15 can create a top wick here without driving. We need something to create a top wick and hold 2082. This can flip but not drive. I wouldn't mind a closure like this because this gives us a top wick. And this gives us a respect of this area as a support at 2082. Then anytime you're going to get a bottom wick here once you flip, right? It'll be very similar actually to today's trade. I think today's first trade, this is what you'll get. And the idea is to not be in right here, but to be in either here, I'm sorry, here or here. Let's just see what happens and how it prints. For now, we could just be creating a top wick for the hourly, right, to come back down. Especially with the way the 30 closed, no top wick. How long did it take for you to become such a disciplined trader? You don't get any FOMO? 38 years. You want to buy Wix? Wix isn't for sale. I hope everyone is having a great holiday. Appreciate you, Farzo. Looks like Farzo took his meds before the session. Appreciate you. And a great retirement. Oh, Farzo's off the meds again. Farzo meds confirmed. That was me for real in the first ever private session. Probably was. I think, Falcon, you were like one of the first people to join. Where were you, bro? You're supposed to have like a mango or something next to your name by now. A banana. Dirt. Gold's not pushing weird. Gold just rejected over support. Good. Feel the range. I'm not interested. Not yet. Or not with that previous 30. Come in, Toby. Oh man, what are we gonna do with you, Toby? Toby? Or not Toby? That is the question. How it is, Toby? It's a normal vape. How long you been trading for? 5 years. Almost 20. Almost 20. We're almost there. You know, I say 5 years, but like lately I've been saying half a decade to people. You say 5 years, all right, half a decade, people are like, damn. It's like, you ever notice how 10 minutes sounds longer than 15? Like, give me 15, all right. Like, I'll be there in 10 minutes. 10 minutes, dog, you crazy? The world's gonna end in 10 minutes. Be like, nah, I'll be there in 15. All right, cool, cool. Five closed. Yes, I know. We have a top wick. Need a steep bottom wicko. If we break the previous 5 low, I will have a buy stop. Yeah, I could fill the range up here, huh? 30s grabbed. I just don't like the previous 30 no bottom wick. I mean, no top wick here. And this 30 being open. What we had now, right? This looks good to drive up. I'm just hesitant. If it drives up, great, I'm not gonna miss it. I just see it that the fact that we came up, made a top wick, then came down, rejected. I'm sorry, came down, rejected, came up with, made a top wick, and now we try to come down to do this. I think we should have drove. I think we're gonna need to grab orders right here before the drive up. Now, if it breaks into this area, the same way we break down smaller time frame candles, right? If this is as far as it got after tapping this, after tapping 2082.92, we probably need to break the lows here to drive further than this. Are you muted? You are using. Press the button. No, no. Trying to hold it in. What's the function of the top wick that you always say? Is it rejection for entry to short if it was top wick, or long if it was a low wick? Please elaborate. The fact that this 30 closes with no top wick, I know a good 1,000 of you, or a good 500 of you are annoyed of hearing this, but bear with me. The fact, I'm gonna sound like a guru, like a massive guru to somebody who's never heard this before. Pay attention, chat. You could do this too. You can open up a stream, start it, and then sound like a massive guru. The fact that we closed with no, right? Because there's always going to be some new people, and if you start a stream, somebody new will always bump into your stream and be like, oh damn, this guy is fucking brilliant. But anyway, off topic. The fact that we have no top wick here indicates that there's no range to go up. The market doesn't have any range, and typically what happens, the next candle creates a top wick and comes down. Whether that top wick tops out here, 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 we don't know, but typically that's what the next candle does. Also, it's not necessarily that the next candle on the same time frame does that. A lot of times you'll see, whoa, turn that down, sorry. A lot of times you'll see this candle here as a 30 close like this, and then you'll see a 15 or a 5 close like this, giving you that top wick, which now gives you range. Now you can disregard the previous 30 with no top wick, because now the current candle has this range. Now you just need to re-break the current candle lows on the 30, right? And if you can do that while simultaneously then eventually coming back up and closing bullish here on the 5 above 2082.925, that's a fake out. And then as you come up and re-break the highs, you're taking the buys up to the top of the range with the fake 5-minute fake out and the 1 minute and the 30 and the 15, grabbing orders from below the wick where it previously grabbed orders but could not finish the drive up. I'm freaking late. No. Late for the breakdown. You'll rewind. It's okay. I come here 90% of the time. We don't see a trade, but we learn a lot though. So I'd say, so look, we have Asian session 78, 20, 35. How many trades is that if you add those up? What, like 486, right? Sorry, my math is off. Right? But that's basically 133 trades, right? So we have 133 trades, and there are how many? Like 280 trading days. in a year, 260 traded. So I'd say like roughly 50% of the time we get a trade, 50% of the time we don't. Am I gonna be a fool if I spend 6K on a computer setup for trading? I don't know. I mean, is it affordable, 6K? I mean, my whole setup with all the screens and like everything is like half of that. No, my whole setup is like 4K. Everything. Everything. And that was like back when it was like, you know, prime shit. Like my setup, everything here is like 2 years old. How do we know when breaking the lows won't keep driving instead of reversal? You'll have to match it up with other time frames and the timing in the market and the levels that you're basing your breakdown on. Like it's like there's too many things in play there. When you and Don explain things, it makes so much sense. It doesn't sound like mumbo jumbo. True, I agree with that. Very, very detailed. Isn't daily candle having no bottom wick concerning? Take buys? Well, it's a good thing we're not trading the daily right now. We're just scalping within that daily candle. Hey, Dobby. WWW. Tommy. Appreciate you. Welcome to Wix's table. We'll see you on the Zoom side of things. You know, I remember when like the participants tab was like a little box in the corner of my screen. Now the fucking thing takes up the entire screen. How can I be a member? You got to get jumped in. If you find it, hey, you got to go to my YouTube and join over there. What if it closes red and next candle break red candle high? We will take buy. Depending on what shade of red it closes. Are we talking burgundy or are we talking about orange pinkish type of sunburn color? How can I join? Trying to get jumped in. Alright, so we held for now, right? 30 stayed above. We got the top wick. Last 15 of the 4 hour, typically a pullback candle. So let's see if we can pull back into the range here or if we stay above. If we stay above, the next 4 hours should be pretty clear. After a bottom wick, we should be looking for buys. So we become member, you join Zoom? Yes, and if you become member of Wix's table, then a seat opens up at the table and you are allowed to join the private session on Sundays. No, 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 no. Oops, wrong button. Wrong button. It's all right. Waterbury, Connecticut. Damn, dog, you need security. Security. Trade New York today? Does a bear shit in the woods? Just noticed the light is on. Yeah, I just noticed I need to flip the tape. Look how observant both of us are, bro. Devious on top. Oh, Doyle rules. Big dubs. So, first thing we're doing here is coming up. Can we come down? Time to light up, bro. You just reminded me. Chat, I started the stream off lighting a joint, didn't I? Something happened to it. Hold on a sec. I'm about to go take a... I completely forgot I got one. Chill out, don't panic. There's nothing happening right now. We're waiting more or less on this 4-hour close, this hourly close, this 15, this 30. Everything's gonna close here. This closure is gonna have the most information out of any closure that we get in the session. So just be patient. Hold on. Smoke blunts. Cuban. Lend me a cigar. Yes. Yes. I bought a pound, break it down, and put it in a stogie. I got some. You know what I got today, chat? I got a lot of star fruit. You guys eat star fruit? Star fruit's delicious. Right? He's like, hell yeah, I'll get some star fruit right now. So, yeah, my boy has a star fruit tree, and I got a mango tree. Well, I actually have a mango and a coconut and a banana tree, right? But the star fruit are in season right now. But so I bartered. I told him, yeah, you give me a box of star fruit, I'm hooking you up with a box. Gave me like 7 star fruit. I'm gonna give him like 2 mangoes for 7 star fruit, right? Mangoes are definitely worth more than the star fruit. We got a whole elementary school math equation going on, chat. If Jack has 7 star fruit and Wix gives him 4 mangoes, how much money will he make of tropical juice at $3 a cup? And then the 6-year-old is like, huh? Jack got diabetes, word. Top 2, baby. Yeah, dragon fruit is cracked too. But make sure you get the yellow one, not the red one. Red one be sour. No taste, actually. Sometimes the things you say make me think you are for the Caribbean. I am. Or the answer is 6 feet. Gold to the stars. Let it stars, the moon, whatever it wants to do. I told you, right? Once we made that top wick here on the 15, it's the previous 30 is irrelevant. We just don't have an entry here because there's no bottom wick after this range played out. So yeah, I mean, if you're looking at it strictly off the 1 hour, look at this 1 hour. Really, no bottom wick, just straight drive. 70 pips, 60 pips, 65. No, what am I saying? 55. Yeah, math is off today. The math ain't mathin', Wix. Yeah, 55. You said the last 15 pullback. I said last 15 is typically a pullback, and if that happens, then we can enter. Then we can look for positions. Not so. I'm discussing, when I talk, I'm not telling you what's gonna happen. I'm breaking things down in terms of if this happens, then I will be ready for this to happen, right? And then I have an edge in the market. Over here, I do not have an edge. There's nothing special I can teach you here. I mean, like, I just don't have an edge here. There's no special entry I can show you, and market's just driving. Any kind of entry here is arbitrary. All right? It's questionable. Based on what? No, take it to court. Like, if I was the jury, convince me that this, like, any kind of position would be good here. Give me 5 or 6 like things that are in your favor here. You know what I mean? Yeah, the fact that I went outside absolutely had nothing to do with the fact that I called Jerome and he's making the market move right now. You can name one, yes, but I can name one in the other direction too, right? But if you name like 5 or 6. Nothing, but the fact that nothing to go off of at the current moment doesn't mean things can't change fairly quickly here, right? Things can change very, very quickly. One moment it could be like, I don't see anything, and the next moment you're like, all right, well, I'm taking a sell here, chat. No. Nobody enter a sell. 400 people just went, he's taking a sell? Sell that thing. Told you I'm not selling the thing. You sell the thing. I like the thing. I do want some kind of rejection. I don't want to I don't want to close at this 4-hour level at 87.8. Like I don't want to close at this area just for the very fact that I think we'll end up ranging. We close here, we're gonna end up ranging. $30 seconds here for the 4-hour close, chat. For the hourly close. Now, if we can get a bottom wick, this could run up. There's a lot of volume, but if we can get a bottom wick, steep one too at that, right? No, not that steep. 2085 area. Like, look at this bullish push for the hourly. This is a lot of bullish momentum. I don't know if we're gonna get a bottom wick, but if we do, I'll take it. Ideally, somewhere in this area. This will show me that we're trying to retest the previous range and it's unable to once it flips. I'm thinking about taking a bottom wick entry here because I think if we dust come down, it will have to print bearish first and then create a top wick. So I might take one off the rip off the bottom wick. That's if we get one. If it just drives up, then it just drives up. This is good though, because look, it just tried, right? It made an attempt. It tried to come up here. Yeah, it was only 5 pips, 4.9, but it still tried. So if it comes down and taps that area, break of the highs is highly likely to come up. And there are instances where I'm fine taking these trades off the rip, but this is just not one of those instances when it comes to the higher time frame. Typically, I'll do that if I see the 4-hour pull up, but we just closed right at a 4-hour resistance and becomes a little tough. I might have done that if we closed above 2087.78 here, right? If then I might have looked for an off the rip, just even if we do reject top wick to 2090 is imminent, just like it was here. Got in at 77, good fucking trade. Patience, chat. Maybe on the flip, well then it needs to happen. It needs to happen on this 15. And as I say that, we're gonna drive up. And it wouldn't be a flip, it would be a break of the highs, and it would need to tap this area on the dot, huh? I want it lower. I don't quite trust it. It's interesting. The one did that little pullback here. 1 minute. Let's see if we can attempt to come down and hold 2086 or attempt to come down and actually close below. Let's see what happens. No FOMO. No, I don't think so. No, sir. I don't think of FOMO unless you guys say something. Panda came up with the burner. uh, I swear, Paul shows up like a couple of times a year, but he makes his presence where like he makes it known. He makes that one time a year. He milks it. Milks the shit out of his out of his attendance. Okay, very important that we retest below 2086 here. And then come back, stay above. We need to grab some liquidity, chat. I'll take one for the team. I got it. Should drive right now. You were the class clown? I can't remember. That shit was like 25 years ago. 20 years ago. I don't know. See, the thing is, my sense of humor and the intelligence in it, the intelligence part of my satire was always there. The thing is, when I was younger, my surrounding, like, it was like, you know, it was kids, right? So they didn't really understand my sense of humor. They weren't there yet. But today, now that they're older and wiser and smarter, a lot of them find it funny. You check Discord? I'll check it later. That's so many Discord DMs I gotta go through. I gotta answer everybody that's asking me for my PO box. There's a lot of you. That sounds conceited. Wait, which part? What were we talking about? I identify as silent. Hey, Miguel W. Clap it up. Wow. Flex, baby. Let's go. Flex it up. Flex it up. Do it. Flex is good for you. Hell no, I'm the only one in the flex room. Get out. Nah, Don Vo's in the flex room too. There's a few people in there, I think. That's a flex. Pronouns are who, where. Patiently waiting for these candles to close on. We gotta wait, gotta wait, gotta wait. Looks you got a new cord for the sign. Nope, nope, same old one. Same old one. So we sit and watch candles close, we get better with our reading skills. Sure. Dream car, Jiggle Mobile 3000. 30 re-breaking the highs. I'm not convinced. And if it drives, it drives. I need some more closures. Looking good here on the 30, right? Maybe once we close, it's got a bottom wick. The struggle is real. Nick's down 9 at halftime. Really? Good thing I don't have them on. I was watching the Bruins game earlier, but I turned that off too. Wixie called it, talking about it's going to range. Well, it's going to range here for a little bit because the way it started forming, it will have to. But that doesn't mean by the end of the hour we can't be up. We just had to kind of establish this little smaller time frame range, right? Once we drove up in here, look at this 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, last 35 minutes we've ranged. We're still not getting closures above here, right? We're getting a bullish closure and a support, and the 30 break the highs, but not every time frame's telling the same story here. Previous 15 closed bear, no bottom, not really a bottom wick on this 15 coming up. If we break the highs here, I'm still not convinced we're going to fill the range up. Might come down and flip until this 15 closes in about 9 minutes. That in 9 minutes, that's also going to be the 30 close, at which point the 30 will close. We'll see. If it closes like this, it'll close doji or bullish. I'm okay with, as long as the next candle, as long as the first thing it does is break the lows, right, then I'm okay with taking the flip up. If it comes up and then starts heading down, oh, wrong color here, but you guys get, I mean, if it comes up, what it'll start doing, it'll probably head down if it comes up first. So we'll see what happens. Enjoy the music. I think for 9 minutes we need to sit on our hands. Make sure you're sitting on your own hands. Really? Really? Wow. You know, at some point, I'm gonna get really tired of repeating myself. Right now, I go out of my way to explain things to people multiple times every single day. At some point, the mic's not messing up. Mic is fine. It's just I muted it. Right now, can you hear me? All right, good. Damn, that's crazy. I don't even know what I was saying. Doesn't even matter at this point. It's irrelevant. Nobody cares. So, yeah, don't, if you've been banned or muted, just relax, touch some grass, go smoke a joint. Well, oh, I missed the first outside mid. I appreciate you, Paul.
Outside med det! Nå får du inside! Outside med det!
Appreciate you. Finally. Don't tell me keeps going out randomly. It should only be going out when I'm pressing the mute button. How you have to repeat yourself? Well, I'm not. I said I'm just lately I've been going out of my way to just explain extra things to everybody, right? And explain them multiple times, same questions over and over. A lot of times, just you guys are really lucky because I've been going over these things, and they're not easy concepts to continuously, right? Go over and get in detail and in depth with, but yeah, muted my ass. I'm about to call it. This shit keeps happening. Alright, you know what, chat? Fuck it. I'm just gonna call it a session here. Yeah, as soon as I want to call it, like, nope, not muted. You see, y'all got the light mad. Y'all done got the light mad. Yo, I figured it out, chat. It stays on for 2 hours and it shuts off. Why? It's been exactly 2 hours, and last time I turned it on at 8, it went off at 10 like clockwork. Hey, $50 from Paul. Appreciate you. $49.99. Sell the Tiang man. Ah, you dirty boy. What's else here with the idea of it needing more liquidity before driving up be valid? It's an idea I had. We can't sell here because we're kind of holding support here. Oh, give me 1 second, chat. What's up, gang? Yeah, muted again. I know I had live studio audience. Well, I said it might range here for a little bit, and we've kind of done that, but enough ranging. Let's get the hell out of this range. I don't know what London will do. I don't. We'll have to stay on for London. This could go so many ways. We're in pretty much uncharted territory. We've been here once. This was an area of rejection, as you can see across the board, from where we've come all the way down. So we would really need to maintain support here, and not drive down through London. And even if we do, I think we'll have to see 2077 respected. Because whatever high we're making right now, eventually we'll pull back and we'll have to retest this high, right? We'll create a resistance and then gold will come down, create a support, and we'll have to fill this high. I don't know how fast it'll happen. I don't know if it'll happen for London or if we'll pull back for London just to drive for New York. I don't know, or if we'll create another high for London just to drive down for New York. It depends. We go candle by candle. First 30 closed here. $15 closed doji. First 30 of the 4 hour, I mean. There's room, there's range to go up. The issue is you need a catalyst to get you there. And I don't know if there's enough orders sitting here for a buy. I think there would be more orders for a sell here near all-time highs. And if we are to drive up, we're going to need to come back, grab more orders that are sitting within this range between 86, 82. I would even say we probably have to go further down in range to eventually start driving past 90. Right, because where do we drive from here? When we came back down, we've tapped 81, and 81 took us back to fill the range to 90. See? Any plans for swing sells? No, not at the moment. It's the weirdest chat session in months. Yeah, I mean, Panda, let them enjoy it. They had a nice New York session. Plus, like, we're the only streaming party out there right now, right? This damn near New Year's. Wouldn't swing a sell, yeah, not at this point, because market's got to turn around. It'll take you out a few times. You'll sit through some drawdown, swinging a sell here. Missed the 24th of December Don was talking about. He dropped the Christmas vlog. I want to see 100K this year. Me too. Talking about subs, right? 100K subs. So you mean the market will play around, then it should be good for a swing? Yeah. Probably in the next year. In 2024. You should go to Miami and rizz up girls with Forex terminology. Funny you say that. Explain the weekly analysis and the daily analysis. I am bullish on the weekly, bullish on the daily. We also had a previous daily close above the range, so you expect today to drive, but you also expect it to drive after grabbing some orders from at least 2071. Never did that. Driving, look, we've been driving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Typically, when you drive for 5 days straight, day 6 is I'm just kidding. I don't know. This could keep driving. I don't know. All that matters is what we do in these 2 hours when we have our session. Taking into consideration that the daily is massively bullish. This morning, we had sells though, right? We had sells and buys. Nothing stopping you from trading both directions, right? We had sells, we took W, and then we had buys, and we got runners. What flavor you got? Kiwi Dragon Ice. Ice, ice, baby. Stop loss 1 smashed. Can you provide swing trades? If they set up on stream, yeah. Absolutely. If they don't, you'll probably won't find out about it, because I'm not just going to be like, all right, guys, by the way, I'm in a trade here. I'm up 400 pips. If it happens on stream, we'll call it. If it doesn't, then you'll never know about it. Ice is back with a brand new invention. Something takes a hold of me nightly. Right? Will it ever stop? I don't know. I remember I was watching that. I forgot the dude's name. Some fat guy, really big dude, like singing that. He had a country version of Ice Ice Baby. It was good. It was pretty good actually. One hit wonder. Yeah, did you guys see that interview he did where he was talking about how Pablo Escobar used to just show up at his house and he was like, I didn't know who these dudes were. He's like, I thought they were just businessmen. I was like, yeah, all right, whatever. He's like, no, they would just land on my, at my Florida mansion with the helicopter. We chill. We do some fucking, horse racing or whatever it was. He's like, at that moment in the early 90s, it didn't occur to me. I was like, get the fuck out of here. You had a fucking aspen-like mountain in your backyard. You didn't know what they did. Suge put him over the hotel balcony? Yeah. Well, Suge's another story. Honestly, if Paul just keeps showing up to Asian session, I don't even think I need to trade it. Yeah, I got fucking bit up, yo. Itchy everywhere. You watch cricket, Wix? No, I'm a big fan of curling. I got the curling channel on 24/7. Yeah, chat. How the fuck you think I look for housekeepers? I'd just be watching the curling channel thinking about, you know what? She would be good for the house. I think she could clean the whole crib in about 30 seconds. That's wild. $40 for the 15 close. Mosquitoes in Brazil are crazy. Black with white dots. No, we got, yo, we don't have the black ones with the white dots. We literally have like prisoner mosquitoes. These motherfuckers are either in orange jumpsuits or black and white stripes. You ever seen a mosquito in an orange jumpsuit? It's crazy. Florida mosquitoes are different. All right, 15's gonna close. No top wick. Top wick. That's ugly. It's just this is disgusting. Filthy McNasty. How far are those Everglades? I don't know. Depends which part of the Everglades. I can be there in a half hour. Can it break all-time highs? You can. Yeah, just we don't have any setups here the way it's printing. It's really been like that for the last week. Asian has ranged, or it moved initially but without giving an entry and then ranged. Like that's been the entire last week and this week for 2 sessions for Asian this week. New York's been feeding us all right, so we good. We got one more Asian session this year, chat. Tomorrow is our last Asian session of 2023. I remember back in my day, I remember at the start of 2023 in January, 1 year ago. I think I started streaming on the 7th. People were messaging me from like the 17th till of December to like, when are you streaming? When are you starting up? And I remember starting up on the 7th talking about like the way we started, that's how we're gonna spend it, and we started it with a W, and it's been a great year, and we're gonna close the year out. It flew by, literally flew by. I remember starting Q2, talking about get ready for the volume, talking about, you know, going through Q3 through the summertime, all the way into the fall, you know, turning it up September, October. Few big streaks, so it's been a great year. One more Asian session left after tonight, right? And then we have tomorrow 8 a.m. New York, tomorrow 8 p.m. Asian session, and day after tomorrow on Friday we have New York. So we have overall after this 3 more sessions in this left this year, and then we'll see you guys in 2024. Give me advice for stop being lazy. Well, I would say get some responsibilities. Number 1, move out your parents' crib. If you're already out, get a baby. eBay, Amazon, however you want. If you can't get a baby, get a dog. Get some responsibilities. Get some shit that you must do. Two-day prime shipping, true. That's if it's coming from China. I get this shit overnight if it's Canadian or something. Or Mexican. Gym, yes, gym. Oh my God. Outside of trading, I think gym teaches you a lot about discipline and doing things before your mind talks you out of it. The gym, man. Like, whatever you got to do, just do it. Watch motivational videos. Just do something for 3 weeks straight, right? It takes 21 days to form a habit. That's what they say. So do something for 3 weeks straight until it becomes a habit, and then you don't need any motivation, right? You make something a habit, and you don't need motivation because you're just going to do it as part of your routine. Go listen to some Top G. That's a start. Yeah, but you don't need any Top G or Gary V, right? Or any of that shit, right? Or David Goggins. You don't need any of that shit to motivate you if it's already a habit. If doing something is a habit, motivation's out the door. You just get it done. You don't need motivation. You need to make things, you need to build positive habits. You need to build winning habits, right? Because those things aren't going to be around. You're not always going to need motivation. You're not always going to be able to overcome things with motivation. But when they need to get done, when it's just your routine, when it's part of being you, you're not going to feel fulfilled until things are done, right? So you need to do things to feel more you, to feel more complete, feel more fulfilled. Right? So just make things a habit, and you're going to be forced to do them because you're not going to feel like yourself unless they're done. And if you make those habits winning habits, not, bad habits, if you make them things that move you ahead in life, that's a big W. It's a win. The gym is very good because it's easy to see result. Like, the gym will keep you motivated and pushing. It's easy to see results. Like gym, right? You show up and you do it. 3 weeks later, you'll see results as long as you're consistent, right? You'll plateau, right? Eventually, you'll plateau. You'll kind of even out, fall off. But the initial progress within a month, within the first month, is massive, right? That's the biggest jump. So gym helps, right? Do it for 3 weeks. You'll see progress. It'll motivate you even more, and then it's going to help you with, with staying locked in, right? And then it's going to transfer into other aspects of your life, into other activities that you're undertaking, right? It's just, build a habit and slowly build that habit in an important aspect of your life. If it's a winning habit, right? It's going to transfer over into other things that you do, and you're going to live by those principles, whether it's trading, whether it's the gym, whether it's your kids, whether it's work. You're going to build principles, pillars upon which your character stands on. This is interesting. Another 15. Too small. If it drives, it drives. I can't be in there. 5 minutes left on the hourly here. Four a.m. here. Time to go to sleep. See you in your city. Yes. Later, Panda. Appreciate you for coming through. Streaming out tomorrow? Yes. Buy the thing, man. First, sell the thing, buy the thing. everything, everything. Push for the hourly. There you go. Papa John's underrated. Domino's over Papa John's any day. Massive 9 pips here on the flip. Valid, valid, valid celery play. Too late for entry, but a valid celery play. Any advice in the next couple of hours? Yeah, wait for pre-London volume. I'm not comfortable with anything here. Not the way it formed, not the way it rejected. The Covenant. A long time ago. I think the Covenant was, that's what with Leonardo DiCaprio, right? It's also pushed the last 5 of this hourly candle. We were in a range, and then this last 5 decided to bloop, bloop, bloop. Oh, that's the Revenant. I don't know, Covenant, Revenant. They all sound like Mitsubishis. Why you take the buy? Went over this. Went over this. This is interesting here. Highly likely this hourly drives up. The next hourly, I mean. The one that's about to open. But if it does it off the rip, not interested. flip a coin. I just want to see where we come down here. Yeah, this isn't typically the candle that drives. It can, but typically it isn't. When you get a massive push like this, and then the candle forms really small like that, typically the candle after that does not drive. You can feel the range. I don't know how much further than that. Not in positions here, chat. Top of the range, likely. Looking for a steeper wick. I want to retest below here. I wanted to retest below 2087 and then drive up, because that tells me that we've attempted to come back in the range and we didn't. But what happens here is you have a drive up without an attempt to actually come down and grab orders. It's likely it still does that. I don't. Why not just drive off the rip there? Why come back? Yeah. So this is not the type of price action I prefer. Chat, I'm gonna call it a stream. I was really hoping that initially before this flip, we have our last opportunity, the last hurrah. Because if it comes back here, attempts to drive back in range, rejects. Once it flips, I'm more confident that it's gonna come up to the next resistance before attempting that again, before coming back down in range again. But right now, I'm not as confident. And as we're driving, you know, coming out of volume time, yeah, it might get up there, might trickle up there, but the chance of it driving up there, just go down for me. Watch it just drive hard. There's so many ways for it to set up. I'm not comfortable with this. All-time highs? Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get to all-time highs. It's nice that it flipped here. I'm just not comfortable with, betting on the drive here, even if it does. Chat, I'm gonna call it here. Everybody in the Zoom, everybody in the cams. Anybody take any trades? You guys take any trades today? In the Asian session? Bougie, Eddie? Anybody?
Yeah, I took a short, but I got out on beat.
Right here, somewhere around these red candles. This red candle.
Yeah. Where was it? Let me see.
A lot of value though. We spoke about a lot of things today. A lot of mute,
Hey, wait,
but a lot of
sorry.
value. What's up, Matis? Was you any positions today?
Yeah.
Not here Asian. New York.
Oh.
I was up. I had a separate trade, but I'm up like
Still
2%
running?
today. So I just,
Oh,
I just kind of chilled.
I got you. Well, it's not that we're not chilling here. I expected more out of this. Like, why wouldn't this drive now, right? Because it probably needed to retest the previous support. Mateus, you got positions for Asian?
Yeah, I take buy
You took a buy?
from, yes, the price it was 2087
Hmm,
on this break, yeah.
nice. So you're at the very least you're break even.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, whatever, dog. I got 100 more pips than I need. He's like, yeah. All right. You guys are taking decent positions. Nothing too risky. Nothing to to stress about. So very nice. You guys
Yeah, I took a
managed.
sell with the idea of it grabbing more liquidity before driving up. So I went B as soon as I saw a quick drive down.
Yep. And then if it pushes, you'll house money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here's the push. Can we push now? Can it push? Can it push? Huh? Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm out. There's gonna be no position. I'm not gonna place a trade here. I'm not entering. It's just not setting up the way I want. I need a much steeper wick here, probably into 2086, 85 areas before it drive up. So that's my time for the evening. A lot of value tonight. Thank you guys for showing up. Big crowd. I'm sorry we couldn't take advantage of Asian session here, but I hope you took advantage of our discussions. So everybody in the Zoom, I will see you guys tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Eastern. I'll drop the Zoom link at around 7:30. Everybody in the chat, love and wisdom to you all. Thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate you all. Mods, thank you for helping me run the stream. You guys are
Hey,
amazing. Got the best mods in the industry.
hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And we also got the chat. This is the best. We got the best dancers out of any Forex stream out there. This is by far the best backup dancing Forex stream out there. All right, so I'm gonna let you guys go at it. I'm out. I'll see you guys 8 a.m. Eastern. And just like that, another Asian session is in the books.
Books.
Good night, everybody.
See you guys in the morning.
Later, later.
Later.